Hey everybody, it's Kevin Dawson, and here we are now in our final round to go here, so to speak, on our Xsite Pro Jumpstart, and we're going to finish some of the formatting, make this page look a little better. As we said last time, we had an extra space here. I'm making false recommendations, so let's take a quick preview, see how that looks. Okay, scroll down, see how we did on it. Yeah, now that is okay. You have more space here than you do here, so it looks like this belongs to this part a little bit better, which is good. It keeps you moving down the page. Now we're going to straighten out the bullets, set out the spacing in there. So how we do that is that we don't, if we hit enter, that actually put up way too much space. We don't want that to happen. So we're going to hit shift enter just to put in one line between them all. Let's preview how that's going to look. See, that's how it used to look. This is how it looks now. We'll go back and look at the other tab. That's how it used to look. See how it's all clumped together? It's much more pleasing for the eye. Now here we have another headline, so we'll have to go do that. Here's another headline. I'm going to come through here. I'm going to put the video on pause now and take care of a few of these things. We can come back and look at it in a moment. Nothing new. You've seen this before. One of the things I found when I was going through here and starting to format some of the headlines is that I found that this was kind of clumped together in a way that wasn't too readable. This is what it actually looks like on the page. Okay, first of all, notice how clean the break is from the previous paragraph on this one. Okay, that's not happening here, so I didn't leave enough space. And look at how it's all just kind of there. Here's the secret to formatting a headline or a subhead on your page. You try and break it into phrases. The only person you can really trust is yourself. So, okay, that's a good phrase. Kiss your broker goodbye. Say hello to being in. Well, that's kind of splicing 1.5 phrases together. So we're gonna have to do this, and we're gonna have to go back to Xsite Pro. And how you do that is you put in, you hold down the shift key and you hit enter, because this is what would happen if you hit enter. Well, that breaks the whole thing up. You don't want that to happen. So before we do anything, of course, see, I'm getting sidetracked. Hit shift and enter here to put in another space as well. Get that away from that one. In fact, put in another one. See how it looks in a minute. Okay, back to this one now, breaking up the headline into phrases, the subhead into phrases. So we're going to do that there. Now say hello to being in control of your own, okay, space, financial fortunes. Well, if that doesn't render on the web page, then that's how it's going to be. We'll have to see how it works out though. Sometimes you really can't do too much different here. Okay, the only person you can really trust is yourself, so kiss your broker goodbye. Say hello to being in control of your own financial fortunes. So we're going to have to actually change this. In control of, we could say controlling, and that'll probably bring enough to bring this up. If not, we'll have to play around with a little bit of the wording. Sure, the message of the headline is actually the most important thing, but at the same time, you don't want it to look like this, because this looks unbalanced. You know, after studying this thing for a while, I think really the only thing I'm going to be able to do with it is to actually have one phrase run over into two, but it's okay because we're going to be able to separate it in a logical point where it flows. And the way how you set it up so how it flows is how Anthony Coyne says to do it, is to say it out loud. And if you can say it out loud, it'll probably work. So we're going to hit shift enter, because remember, if I hit enter, what would happen? It dropped down a little dorky, so here we go, hit shift enter. That way we still have some continuity there. So let's preview this in a browser. Never take it for granted or assume what it's going to look in a browser. I always look at every time and see what it's going to look like. Test, 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 right? The only person you can really trust is yourself, so kiss your broker goodbye. Say hello to being in control of your own financial fortunes. It looks like the spacing here got straightened out. That's good. Okay. And that should give you enough information there on formatting. Now, before we end this whole series, though, there's a couple of other things that need to be said about Xsite Pro. Now, we do have the other tab here. Okay. That gives you all kinds of good stuff to explore, good stuff to do, and set up a Google sitemap, contact, details. File Manager, I don't ever use that myself. Pop-ups, if you want to put in a good pop-up there for an opt-in lead. And the thing that I really wanted to show you, though, was the publishing details. Okay, we've been over here in the web pages, but now we're going to go to publishing details. This is what you're going to get from your website provider. From your web host, you're going to get your domain name, of course, whatever it is. Okay, they'll help you out with your directory, and then your FTP settings, because this will actually act as an FTP client and upload it all to your server for you. Of course, as soon as you get your settings in there, you're going to want to make sure that they work right, so you would hit your test FTP, and well, of course I don't have anything in there, but it'll tell you whether or not it's valid and can make a good connection. And again, you'll have to talk to your ISP or your hosting provider in case there's any conflicts here, or you can't find your files once you upload them, which is always a joy. But in the meantime, I think we've got enough information here now where it can actually go and quickly import a page and get it up on your web page, get it up on your website. And this is Kevin Dawson. If you need any more information on this, go ahead and get a hold of me. You can email me, or you can go to my site and contact me through there too. So, best of luck to you all. I hope you make lots of money with this.